Check. Audio check. I should have downloaded this damn video. Hi, baby. Okay, audio is good. All right, I'm going to start playing this. Let me know if there's an echo. Echo? Do we have an echo? Were you able to hear the audio, and was there an echo? No. No what? No echo. All right. Thank you, baby. All right. Just going to give it a few more minutes for people to get in here. That way that I don't have to go back too many times. No, I'm not playing anything right now. Here, we'll start off with this video. Doesn't look like I saved the other video. I had found another video that I don't think it was on YouTube. Let me check my phone. Okay, you've only heard me, so you haven't actually heard the guy speaking when I pressed play earlier. Okay, all right, baby. I know you're watching your show. I'll just turn up my phone really quick and I'll see if there's an echo or not. It's no big deal. Okay, the audio is not coming up. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, the audio is not coming up. Okay, remove from the stream. Okay. And let me go to camera and mic, audio, This should work.
I agree. It didn't give the family anything. They don't even know if that was her. Okay, so I'm going to play this video, and you're going to hear as an audio of what the family had to say. Like, I'm thinking y'all calling us today on, to show us some image. I was thinking it was going to be clear, and it was going to be clear. You know what I'm saying? There was going to be some type of clear indication about my sister being, of how she died, and there wasn't. Not any answers like at all. Like, it's not loud enough. Like, I don't even know if that was my sister. Not loud enough. So I feel the same way. It was blurry. You saw a figure of a person walking in the parking lot, and the person looked like they were stumbling. Okay, so but you couldn't see a face. You couldn't see a face, and that's not giving the family any closure or anything like that. And you can't say that was Christina Nance because we just don't know. You cannot see.
Hold on, I'm gonna get it, guys. Okay, I want the speaker to be the tailgater. Test. Testing your speakers on stream. How did that sound? Oh man, this fucking douchebag. Alright, let me go change my settings in YouTube because of this fucking dumbass. Ugh, fuck, I don't even know if I know how to do this. What's up, Chad? Sorry for the delay. Okay. Tailgater. Open this up, go to my channel dashboard. Okay, studio settings, community. Is under defaults. Damn it, where is it? General? It's not there either. Man, does anybody know how to do this shit where you do subscriber only mode? Thought it was right here. Let's see. Is there settings here? Options. Edit title and description. Nope. Go here. Here we go, I think. Nope. Customization. There we go. Subscriber only. Anton. Fuck stick. Go get some fucking vitamin D. All right, so that's good. That's handled. Now we got to get the audio thing fixed here.
Is exactly 12 hours off. So as you can see, it looks like it says AM. This is actually
Fucking idiots. Now, I will tell you guys, I love you too, baby. I will tell you guys, this guy rubs me the wrong way and makes me fucking triggered. So, just be aware. Now, let's figure out if this audio shit is working.
is exactly 12 hours.
Yes, audio is good.
So as you can see, it looks like it says AM. This is actually
Okay. All right, guys. So before we do this, before we get into this video, we're going to do a little recap on this story. So we'll go over here. I'm sharing my screen, right? Well, it looks like CNN actually picked it up for a change. Let's take a look at this one. Essence Magazine. I trust Essence Magazine before I trust CNN, I'll tell you that. All right. Body of 29-year-old Christina Nance found in unused police van. Her family has major questions. Okay? After reviewing surveillance footage on Friday, Christina's family is demanding answers, more answers, because the surveillance that they were given gave them more questions. Christina Nance had been missing for 12 days when a police officer spotted a pair of shoes next to a prisoner transport van parked outside Huntsville Police Department in Alabama. Now, just to clarify, that is not a prisoner transport van anymore. It is now a van that they use to transport evidence to be destroyed. So, and apparently the last time it was used was in March of this year. Surveillance footage released by the Huntsville Police Department shows Nance going into the van parked outside police headquarters on September 25th. Now let me just show you how fucked up this is all. Like the timeline is. It says Nance going into the parked van on September 25th. Well, when they asked the family when the last time they seen her physically, they said it was the 27th. So something's not adding up already. The family was able to view the video Friday, October 15th, ahead of the media briefing. There is major skepticism from Nance's family, who questioned the video and the premise behind their loved one's passing. According to the Washington Post, an officer walking past a van, which Huntsville police said was last used in March, noticed her body. Nearly 2 weeks later, her family still doesn't know how she ended up there in the first place. Here's a statement from the family.
It doesn't add up. I'm not buying it. We can't buy it as a family, and we won't. We don't push for my sister.
Christina Nance's family says they're not accepting the recent update in her death investigation. 29-year-old Nance was found inside a Huntsville police van last week at the station parking lot. HPD says in part, investigators have spent the days following the discovery of Miss Nance reviewing surveillance video to try to determine when Miss Nance entered the van in our parking lot, end quote. They say they will also continue working with the family.
So we will have our own private autopsy in the next.
And that's good to hear right there, that they are going to push for their own autopsy. That's good news.
2 days. My sweet Christina is dead, and they can't give us an answer.
Okay? Last Monday, October 11th, Madison County Coroner Tyler Berryhill performed an autopsy on Nance and found no foul play. So this is on last Monday, October 11th. This is the preliminary autopsy, okay? So this is just observing what they see from the outside, okay? So if they see gunshot wounds or knife wounds, something like that, they wouldn't say no foul play, okay? So obviously she wasn't stabbed, she wasn't shot, she wasn't, beaten to death. No foul play was found involved in her death, nor any findings of trauma. However, Nance's official cause of death is pending further investigation. So obviously they're waiting for toxicology to come back, and what are they going to say, that she was hopped up on drugs? Or are they going to say that someone drugged her? I don't know. We used that van to transport prisoners. Deputy Police Chief Dwayne McCarver told WAFF, a local news outlet. Once you're in that van, you can't get out of the van. Somebody has to let you out of the van, which makes sense because it was a transport van. So obviously the inside handles were going to be taken out. Her body, which was discovered on October 7th, 5 days after the 29-year-old was reported missing, has led to her family demanding much-needed answers to this traumatic incident. We do not believe that our sister would just randomly walk to a van and climb in it, Christina's sister Whitney told WAF. First of all, why wasn't the van locked on police property? Great question. The video was not clear enough to indicate that that was our sister, Christina Nance. It was just very heartbreaking to know that we didn't get the clarification that we really needed, that we wanted. Ben Crump, the civil rights attorney who has represented the families of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, issued a news release on October 13th, Wednesday, announcing that he would represent the Nance family as the investigation continues onward. So that's a good thing too. We will get to the truth on what happened to Christina Nance, the young black woman found dead in the police van in front of the Huntsville Police Department. We lift up Christina's family with prayer as they mourn this devastating loss. All right. So now, no, what is this? How do I make this go away? Now we're going to watch the press conference.
This is exactly 12 hours off. So as you can see, it looks like this is working on and working through here. So first off, I appreciate you guys joining us this afternoon.
So first off, as you can see, they brought out the cleanest cut son of a bitch they can find.
So first off, I appreciate you guys joining us this afternoon. To talk about the tragedy that we've been working on and working through here, with our investigations team and with the family to try to figure out exactly what happened. And so, because there's so much information I want to share with you, normally I don't like to read to you, but I'm going to read all of this because we want to give you a lot of information that's detailed. So the Huntsville Police Department has worked with the family throughout our investigation, and this morning showed them the security video of the events leading up to the discovery.
Okay, so clearly he knows that the family is disappointed because he is the one who showed the family this video the morning before he did this press conference. And he just got done saying that they've been working with the family. The family is not feeling the work. They're not feeling like they're here. Let's just say this. I went and I looked at their Twitter channel, the Huntsville Police Department's Twitter page today. Not one mention of this story, but a lot of mentions of a bunch of fucking police stories. Hey Brian, how you doing? What's up, Aiken? Thanks for coming back. Sorry, I'm probably not gonna try to make too much time for the chat, guys, just because I don't want to get veered away from the topics. You know how it goes. So yeah, no, they have not been working closely with the family. That's bull.
Discovery of Miss Nance. The Huntsville Police Department's thoughts are with the family during this tragedy. Investigators met with the family Friday morning and showed them the security video of the events leading up to this. The Huntsville Police Department announced Friday, October 15th, information about how Christina Nance entered a parked, unoccupied police van in the rear corner of the parking lot at the Public Safety Complex here at 815 Wheeler Avenue. Miss Nance's body was discovered by an officer who was walking through the parking lot on October 7th. The officer noticed shoes next to the van and approached, discovering Miss Nance's body inside. Windows on the van were observed to be open, and on this type of van, they popped outward. It wasn't that they were rolled down, they popped out. HPD has spent countless hours reviewing security video to determine the events leading up to Miss Nance being in the parking lot and in that van. Security video from the city of Huntsville cameras attached to the public safety building were the ones that were reviewed the most, the ones that showed where the van was in the parking lot. Miss Nance is observed in the video walking around the parking lot. She lays down in the bushes at some point, and again, we're going to show you the video here in a few minutes, and you'll see the things that I'm describing to you. She sits on the hood of a police car for some time. She approaches other cars in the parking lot, you'll see. And this all happens for about 10 minutes before she enters the van. This all occurs on September 25th at around 12:30 p.m. Correct. In the middle of the day, around lunchtime.
Oops.
Miss Nance was originally reported missing on October 2nd to us. And at the time, she was believed to have been seen last on September 27th.
Okay, so here we have our first conflict. How you doing, Ann? Good to see you. We have our first conflict here. He said that the family believed to have seen her last on September 27th. Videos show her entering the van on the 25th. Again, you cannot get out of that van unless somebody lets you out. How did the family... Now, the family, he met with this family. Didn't they get this straightened out that morning when they were showing him that video? Like, I know you guys told us that you saw her on the 27th, but we got her on film on the 25th. So are you sure that you saw her on the 27th? Well, there hasn't been any change on that. So there's one one big question mark there. Okay.
After security video showed movement in the van earlier on that same day, it was determined that that timeline was incorrect. So that is part of the problem with why this took so long. So we originally were looking through surveillance video that really we had to look at minute for minute to watch to see.
Not true at all. Let me tell you guys. I used to install surveillance systems for large corporations. I know a lot about surveillance systems and security cameras. Okay, and I know that the stuff that I was installing is Walmart brand compared to the stuff that they have and the programs that they have in their computers. Okay, so let me explain to you something. If I wanted to record something on my okay, let's do it like this. See, I have my camera, okay, my shop camera, and I have it pointing outside. Oh, it's looking at the parking lot of at my house, okay, and I only want it to record when someone walks by my car. Okay, so when I'm reviewing tapes, I only want to see when there's somebody moving around that car. Okay, so there's detection settings on these cameras and these computers where you can pinpoint exactly where you want your system to stop rewinding. If it detects movement in that little shaded area that you chose, it'll stop rewinding. Okay, that'll save you ample time than going minute for minute, like he said. He's insinuating that they had to rewind, that they had to review footage minute by minute. That is such bullshit. Absolute trash. And that's his reason. This is what the reason that he's saying this is because of it took so long to give the family this footage. Okay, almost took 2 weeks. Okay, and that's because they I don't know, did they doctor this video? Is this a staged video? Is this a reenactment video that we're going to watch? Are we going to be able to see her facial features? Are we going to make sure that it's her? Because another thing that they have is pixelation, is programs to clear up the pixelation when you zoom in a camera. Okay, so cameras are standard, HD TV or whatever, HD, and as you zoom in your camera shot, it takes away from your picture. It pixelates, so it gets blurry. Okay, the closer you get, the blurrier it gets. Well, computers and police departments have programs on their computers, okay, to clear up that pixelation as they zoom it in. Okay, this is how they find out license plate shots all the time. If there wasn't that program, license plate cameras would never catch license plate shots. Okay, so this guy's being he's not telling the truth, but he's not lying. I don't know how, if they did have to go day by or minute by minute, I know they didn't, but that's his excuse for why they took so long to give them this footage. Bullshit, in my opinion.
Somebody enter the parking lot and get into that van. So we literally had to watch 2 weeks of surveillance. We worked our way back to the 27th, and then as we reviewed the video at that point, we saw that there was movement in the van. So we realized she was already there. So we had to then start working backward again.
What a
And so
fucking,
if you can imagine
oh my
this,
God.
watching
Oh,
the video
wow.
for a minute, now we're spending a lot of time trying to find what was going on.
Let me translate for what he just said in those last few words right there. Okay, let me just translate here, because they didn't choose him to come up here and speak for no reason.
You can imagine this, watching video minute for minute. Now we're spending a lot of time trying to find.
Spending a lot of time or spending a lot of money? Which one is it? Time or money? Because I know your officers don't mind the overtime when they got somebody in the interrogation room and they're just going to let them sit there for hours and hours and hours without anybody talking to them while they are collecting their overtime pay. Correct?
What was going on? So, after security
Decent.
video showed that movement again.
Decent, Aiken. I am a signal processing expert, Dank. Like, designed the camera algorithms like you are talking about. Wow. Trippy. That is fucking awesome, Aiken. I had no idea. Wow, you and I could probably have some really good conversation.
Again, as I said before, we were able to determine that she did enter the van at that point. So what I'd like to do now is go ahead and show you the surveillance video. We'll take a look at it, and I'm gonna I may walk away to kind of point out.
Oh no! Don't walk away! Don't warn us that you're gonna walk. Are you really gonna walk away? You don't have to do all that. Don't go out of your way to walk away, okay? Fuck
Get back to the camera or to the microphone to discuss different parts.
the fuck out of here.
So this is the video. To me, let's make sure that you understand. So this is the video as it looks to us as we
Oh lordy. This is where the trigger warning is gonna happen, folks. So please bear with me, okay? Because this is really irritating to me.
video. Let me point out real quick.
Hold on, let me point out real quick. Let me just point out real quick, buddy. Why the fuck are you using a projector screen? One. Why not use a nice flat screen TV that you have in your fucking offices or in your fucking wherever, your goddamn break rooms? Bring that thing out and install it. Show us clearly what happened, because no projector is going to show us any clear shot. We already know that.
Point out real quick where the van is.
And then the fact that it's a fisheye, lens, that is something that was done. I mean, security cameras, Aiken will tell you, security cameras come stock, not fisheye lens. Okay. Now, fisheye lens is a mode that you can choose, but when you unbox your cameras and you install them, and you know, you're going to get the standard square shot, not a fisheye camera, fisheye view. I really have a feeling that I have a feeling that this is super doctored and this is a reenactment. That's why we're not going to get a good picture of this girl, because they have a body double out there acting like this girl. That's why they're using a big projector screen, and that's why they're using they're not using the programs to clear up the picture. And as you're going to hear him explain in a minute, the damn timestamp is off on a fucking police department security camera footage system. The timestamp is off. They've never sat down to fix that. It's one trip to the settings fucking tool. Jesus. Yeah, that's the van, guys. Check it out. That's the van. Sorry, I might have pushed too many buttons here. What the fuck did I do?
Quick, where the van is. Where the van is.
That's what he's fucking pointing. That's what he expects people to fucking look at. He's gonna call this a van. What the? That's a fucking blur. That's a blur. Are you fucking kidding me? You guys, zoom in your YouTube, because you guys know how you can pinch your screen and zoom it in a little bit. Zoom it in. Try to make it as big as you can. It's still trash. Mockery.
So as you can see right now, because we already pushed play, we're already rolling on the video, and I want to hit stop real quick on this. I want to point out something we want to make sure that everybody knows is that the time stamp on this is exactly 12 hours off. So
why is it 12 hours off? Were you guys working frantically to try to get this fucking thing to look real and fucked up in a couple different spots? Or you just never fixed it to the correct time? Why? I mean, you are a police department, correct? You guys are really scared when people show up to the parking lot with cameras, right? And do an audit. So wouldn't you guys be so protective of your fucking police department for some kind of terrorist attack? Wouldn't you want everything to be on point? Huh.
You can see it looks like it says AM. This is actually the middle of the day. It's PM. So it's the timestamp is off by 12 hours. So this is just after lunch on Saturday, the 25th. All right, so we'll roll it again. I want you to pay close attention to just how difficult it is to see anything in these videos. We'll show you in a few minutes how we can zoom in to some degree, but as you zoom in, you lose. It becomes more pixelated and more difficult to see.
And then that's where he'll stop, because he knows that the average fucking person has no clue about the programs that they have on their computers and the capabilities that they have for cleaning up pictures. That's why he said that. What a piece of trash, man. I'm sorry. I'm not trying. I don't think he is literally a piece of trash. Okay. I don't think personally of him as a piece of trash. I think he's being or acting like a piece of trash, in my opinion, right now. Just my opinion. Not being completely honest.
I want you to pay close attention to just how difficult it is to see anything in these videos. We'll show you in a few minutes how we can zoom in to some degree, but as you zoom in, you lose. It becomes more pixelated and more difficult to see. If you will watch here in just a few minutes, you'll start to see her come into view as she's walking toward us in the distance on Wheeler Avenue. And I'm going to walk over and point out where you will see her first come up on the video.
Really? Okay, and then another thing, I just thought of this right now. Wouldn't it be smart to use maybe a monitor that you can draw on with colors, with maybe like a red, like the fucking news agencies have, where you can just fucking do it you swipe it with your finger and it'll leave a mark, because you just pointed at a whole nother fucking blur on the screen, dude, and then walked away from it. So there's no circle that we can follow, where she's walking around the parking lot. Like they couldn't circle her and follow her around the parking lot. Bro, they have that kind of shit. They do this all the time when police departments present police shootings, body worn camera shootings. They edit it beforehand, and they'll put a fucking circle around where the guy is drawing his gun. Oh, he had a gun in his fucking sock, so the guy shot him fucking 30 times. Okay, so anyways, what they do is they will show a circle or whatever, and they'll highlight what they want you to look at. But these guys didn't take time to do that. Interesting, isn't it?
We want this to play for just a minute so that you can understand and the public can understand.
Really?
You can see her there walking.
Oh, really? Oh, guys, we can see her there walking because he told us that we can see her there walking. Okay? No other reason. Because I sure as fuck have 20/20 vision and cannot see a damn thing yet. So why are you telling me something that I am not actually looking at? Deceptive.
On the street. Again, investigators had to sit and watch this video minute for minute for hours to finally find this. Sure.
There it is. Media even the media, they're like, what the fuck are we looking at? Even the media who are in that room have no clue what they're fucking supposed to be looking at right now. A simple fucking circle that follows her around this parking lot would have helped the family a lot. Oh, but you guys have been working tirelessly with the family, right? Fuck stick.
So what I'll do, we wanted to show you this raw version of the video. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and stop it here, and we're going to show you an enhance where we zoom in, right?
Oh, look at him. Look at him stepping on his own fucking mouth. How about that? Did you just hear? See, I don't even think I've gotten this far, guys. I'm sorry. I don't think I've gotten this far because of this motherfucker triggers me. And I mean, I do reaction videos all the time. You know, I don't get triggered like this. This guy, I just got a weird feeling about him. Okay, sorry. It is what it is. But let's go back.
What we'll do is we'll go ahead and stop it here, and we're going to show you an enhance where we've.
Did you hear that? We're going to show you an where we zoomed it in. He didn't want to say enhanced, did he? He usually would say enhanced when they do enhance, but they didn't. They only zoomed in. They're not enhancing shit. He stopped on his own fucking tracks. Listen. Why didn't he just say enhance? Why didn't he just continue saying enhance? Why did he stop himself and make sure to clear himself by saying zoom in instead of enhance? Listen.
Show you this raw version of the video. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and stop it here, and we're going to show you an enhance where we zoom in, right? Okay, so we'll switch.
Bastard.
Now.
Fucking piece of shit. Helping the family. My ass, dude. What the fuck are we looking at now? That's enhanced. This is enhanced, folks. Okay, so from here, what do we got here?
Zoom in, right? Okay, so we'll switch now.
Bro, what did they even enhance? Did they just go from one screen, like they just X'd out really quick and then got back on the screen and they're calling that a zoom in? Or I'm not understanding. Look at the fucking picture here. See this car and this car right here? See how far it is? Okay. See how far it is from let's say from this shadow. Okay. From this shadow right here, this line. And I know I'm looking far into it right now, guys, but just pay attention to the way they manipulate with their words. Okay. Here's a shadow and we'll call this right here a gap right here. Okay. Now let's see when he comes back with that other picture, if it changes at all, or if it just clears up this shadow right here. Maybe that's what it did. Let's see.
And again, watch from the same area. You'll see her walk.
Oh no, the shadow just cleared itself right there. The shadow's gone. Okay. So he moved to a different shot. And yes, I can see somebody moving right there. But does that fucking tell me that that's my family? If I'm the family of this person, is this confirming that this is my fucking family? Not yet. And this is the van that he's talking about, okay, guys? So she's walking over here right now. Let me try to help you guys out because they didn't.
Actually,
can you guys see my cursor?
Behind that patrol car.
Can you guys see my cursor?
You can see she went behind the patrol car and it's not
Okay,
reversed.
yeah, I think you could. So she's behind this patrol car right now, I guess. She or he or whatever they decided to fucking move over there. They could have fucking dressed up anybody at this fucking view.
Again, make sure you note that October 7th is the day that we found her.
Now, okay, I'm glad you brought that up there, McClurry or whatever the fuck your name is. Are you going to show the footage of the cop finding her? I hope so, because I think that's very relevant information. I'd like to see the day and the moment where he saw the shoes, where he was walking to, what made him look over there in that fucking area right there where the shoes were. Right there. Okay? I want to see the cop fucking discovering the body. I have a feeling it's not going to be in this, but I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen all this yet.
We had to work back all the way from October.
Oh,
7th,
no.
So now we're on September 25th.
Oh, poor guy.
Find this bit of video.
Yeah, motherfucker. This has to do with somebody's fucking family being dead. Why are you trying to make it seem like you worked your fucking tail off? You didn't.
In the parking lot. And get into it. It's on our building. It's maintained and serviced by the city of Huntsville. general services.
Talking about the
We
camera.
obviously have access, but those, it is a city camera, correct?
City camera, so that means that we can request all footage.
This camera is actually a somewhat recent addition. For the
Oh,
last
really?
couple of years, this camera has been put on the building just to add more video footage for better security.
More video footage for more confusing timelines because you don't even fucking have the timestamp right. Right, Jack fuck?
You can see her out.
She's right there walking, guys. Or somebody is there walking. Looks like somebody sat down right there in front of that cop car or leaned up against a cop car. I don't know. Looks like they laid down on the ground right there. Now, mind you, he said it's during noontime. So we're going to see fucking cars driving by and completely ignoring some girl laying on the floor right there. Isn't this a police department? Now, are we going to see cars driving by and ignoring her because of this is a staged reincarnation? I don't know. She's walking right there. Can't even tell if she's grabbing the handles to open the doors or nothing. She's walking towards the middle of the thing here. She's walking towards us. Now she's walking back. I mean, this is the stuff that he should be saying because he knows that nobody can see shit. But instead, he's going to sit there fucking with his mouth shut. Oh. Oh. Mm. Mm.
No, I don't believe we have any kind of, we have so many cameras that we monitor. No one's sitting and watching this specific camera that I'm aware of. These are just.
Did he just say that we have so much footage? He said we have so many cameras. Oh God, he's such a fucking idiot. Okay, well, logically, you're not gonna have 3 fucking cameras on one wall, right? So you have the same amount of cameras as most people fucking have on their buildings, okay? You don't have anything extra, okay? But since you said that, then hopefully we're gonna see a lot more angles, right? Fuck. I hope so, because this shit sucks.
So that if you have an event and you need to go back and look, you have the ability to do that.
Yeah, see, he knows about event looking.
You see, she just leaned against the patrol car.
I don't see that, but okay, I'll take your word for it, guy. I don't see her right now. Is that her right there? She's not leaning against nothing. She's walking again. Again, she's walking. Now she's behind the patrol car. Now she's over here in the grass.
We will be providing you with a copy of this.
Oh, thanks. Oh, fuck, you're a lifesaver. Fucking dick fuck. I mean that in the nicest way. I think she's all the way over here right now.
You can see there how difficult she is to see.
This is a motherfucking racist ass remark. I mean, guys, you guys know me. I am the last one to feel like, like somebody, like anybody should be triggered off of some shit. But dude, this guy has no fucking regard for anyone's family right now. Okay. As soon as she goes in here to the dark spot where the fucking bushes are, where clearly when we were seeing her earlier, she looked like just a black spot. Okay. She just looked like a black spot not because she's black, but because of no matter what she's wearing, she just looks like a black smudge spot because of the camera is so shitty. So right when she walks over here towards this bush, she kind of blends into it. And I think he's making a fucking joke. I really do. Why else would he fucking say this?
can see there how difficult she is to see.
And who's he looking at right there when he fucking says that? Who is he? Who's way over here off to the corner? His superiors that might be fucking laughing. Let's take a look at that. He's not looking at the media because media is right here in front. You see him now looking at the media, right? Let me show you. Watch him look all the way this way and then come back this way. This is body language. Body language evaluation, okay, guys? Watch. Oh, I guess I'll press play. Right here.
You can see there.
He's looking at the media. Now he looks at the corner. There you go. While he tries to make a fucking... I think he's insinuating a fucking joke. I swear to God. I'll let it play this time, okay?
You can see there how difficult she is to see at that point.
Really? Fucking trash. Yeah, look at him. And what is this? Why doesn't he explain this? Okay, I think I have seen this. Or maybe I just seen a snippet of this from like a news article or something. But what is this moving right here, guys? Oh, he's not even going to look at that because he's just going to ignore that. What the fuck was that, guys? And why isn't he fucking addressing it? And why did he make sure not to look at that screen when that was going on? The rest of the time, he's been looking at the fucking screen. Are you fucking kidding me?
So this portion is not a public lot. This side is only a...
Okay, now here she is again. I see her again now. She's coming back from over here in the bushes where he wanted to talk shit about. Again, now she's walking back this way.
HPD vehicles, there's actually a gate arm that you have to have a key card to enter this part of the parking lot. However, as you can see, you can walk into it.
You're so helpful. Okay, so there's a car going by right there.
Where she goes along beside the van.
So
You'll see her go to the rear of the van, and then she doesn't reemerge. And that's where she enters the van.
So the van was unlocked because clearly she doesn't have keys to a van. So the van was unlocked. Well, I know somebody's head should be on the chopping block right then and there. Whoever used that thing in March last, right? And also, no, we don't get to see her get in the van. We don't get to see any movement over here by the van. We're just going to be told that there's movement. And like he said earlier, let's not forget that he said they have all kinds of fucking cameras. All right, so where's the camera over here focusing this way? Where's the camera over on this building focusing this way? Huh.
So from this point forward, there are numerous times throughout the next few days where you see movement inside the van. We actually see those windows. I'll point to the windows I'm going to refer to.
Oh my God, I hate you, bro.
Those windows actually pop out and open. Then they close. Pop open again.
Oh my God, can you do that for me again? Fuck, are you talking to 6-year-olds? You fucking piece of trash.
We actually see those windows. I'll point to the windows I'm going to refer to.
And you can see those moving.
Pop out and open. Then they close.
Maybe the reflection. Maybe if they move in the reflection.
So there were several times, primarily those windows opening, I believe, were the 28th. when those windows opened that were very prominent. And then they stay open. They ended up open all the way until the time that the officer found her. So,
I'm interested in on this time of death. I want to know when they're going to say that she fucking died.
I think what really distresses us and pains us is that we know that there are, you guys will have some of this video, but cars go by, people walk nearby the van.
See what I mean? There's a car driving by right here, right now. And the girl is fucking moving around in this van if she's in there right now. Nobody noticed. And then, obviously when she gets in, she's going to want to get right back out. I mean, why else would you want to get in the van? And then she's going to realize that she can't get back out because there's no handles. So what's the next thing you're going to do? Break the windows out. And those windows are very easy to break out. They're like emergency vehicles or windows.
She would have hollered out to someone
I bet.
Something, because there were plenty of, unfortunately, there was what we see as potential opportunities for this to not be a tragedy. And unfortunately, no one was able to realize she was in that van. And that was it. So, a couple of things I want to talk about now, just sort of as a follow-up. So, when the officer found her, of course, we worked this as any other crime scene, potential crime. The body was sent for a preliminary autopsy.
Oh, okay. So we're not going to get that footage. We're not going to get the footage of. I mean, it's not like, you're not going to show it because you don't want to show graphic evidence out of respect for the family, because we know how far this footage is already. But you can't show us that moment. I mean, you can't just fast forward really quick to that moment when the fucking cop found her. You couldn't just do that, huh? All right.
We're waiting for the full resort.
I see why the family has questions, and you guys are gonna be fucked if they got money. Yep.
Results, which would include the toxicology, but we did get, as you know, the preliminary, which showed obviously no trauma to the body, no signs of any foul play. And just something about the van, just so you know, the van was purchased in 1995.
Relevancy. Why the fuck does anybody give a goddamn when the van was purchased? We want to know why it was unlocked. How about that, dick fuck?
So we've had this van for a long time. When we originally purchased this van, it was when the city of Huntsville and the Huntsville Police Department maintained a jail. And so we used that van to transport prisoners or jail inmates. There you
go. Yeah, you fucking, to correct yourself, don't you? But you fuck up too much.
2000s, when we switched over and the Madison County Sheriff's Department took over the operations of the jail, that vehicle was repurposed. We didn't need it for that anymore.
You're right about that,
we
AD.
primarily used it for two different things. One was in the event that an arrestee out in the field couldn't get into a patrol car, whether it was something to do with their physical attributes or whether it was a handicap situation, we would
hold up. Well, okay, I'll let him go.
Out so that we could transport them, humanely, I guess you would say. So,
humanely. So what? Did that van have a fucking a ramp to help some fat ass get in there? No. That was some bullshit. He's just coming up with fucking crap right now. Oh, we use this fucking van to go arrest someone who is fat. Is that what he's saying? This guy's got some nerve, man. This guy, like the media, is trolling people as he sits there and tries to fucking play the fucking good guy, the information guy.
Or whether it was a handicap situation, we would send that vehicle out so that we could transport them, humanely, I guess you would say. So that's one of the uses that vehicle is used for, which that was very rare. It was used more often to take evidence that had been cleared by the courts, evidence that was no longer needed, That
Yeah, Brian.
evidence is to be taken to be destroyed. And so that van was used by the evidence technicians to do that. That van had last been used in March of this year for that purpose. It had been sitting there unused since March. Well, we don't know just exactly. You know, apparently it was unlocked when we got there. When we got to the van, Miss Nance in it, it was, those back doors were unlocked.
Oh yeah, they were.
No, you're not, because of its original design. You know, it does not have handles on the inside because it was made for transporting prisoners or inmates. So you cannot exit once you get into the van. You cannot exit from the interior of the van. You know, there's a divider. You know, so that if you were if there were an inmate or something behind you, you wouldn't want that.
Yeah. Now we just got fucking stupid fucking questions coming from media. Are you fucking serious? You've never seen the inside of a fucking police van? I mean, fuck, if they don't have a fucking divider there, then they would get hijacked or fucking, they would be fucking rushed while they're driving. You fucking people, man.
If you're driving the van. So there's a divider.
That's so true. I should think about that.
You couldn't climb through it, but it wouldn't take much to knock that window out because the way those windows punch outward, that windows, it would not take a whole lot of force to open or punch completely open.
Absolutely, just like a school bus window.
However, it was open plenty to hear outside the van or to yell to outside of the van.
Which makes me wonder if this whole video is a reenactment and something else happened to the girl, because he's completely right there. And I mean, she's only got to yell for maybe 15 minutes and somebody will fucking hear her. This is just weird.
Certainly there was access to the outside world through those windows.
And then the shoes being outside the fucking van. My question is, how long? When? Could we see that on video?
But again, she
Hey,
would
Darlene.
open and close them, and we simply have no idea.
Sorry
what
about
the
that.
state of mind was, what was going on there. Again, we just, it's just a tragedy. We wish it come out different. Well, essentially, yeah, you can't. Once you're in that van, you can't get out of that van.
See how the media is fucking leading him? They're giving him leading questions. So you're saying that once she was in there, then now she was trapped? They led to that. That was a fucking planned question. It was fucking obvious.
I can, and I want to be really careful with this question. The last thing we want to do is
Yeah, they were outside the window.
negative toward a victim of something like this. But our department has worked with her. Our CIT officers know her pretty well.
Okay, so he's referring to their CIT, their crisis intervention technicians. Okay, and from what I know, I haven't looked it up. I really haven't looked it up, but I'm pretty sure that the crisis intervention technicians are people that deal with mental illness people. But let's just look. What did he say? Crisis intervention technician. Crisis intervention counseling certification. How do I get a crisis prevention intervention certificate? How do I become certified crisis worker? All right, are we back? Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. I have no idea what just happened. Aiken, you can drop any link you want. If you guys, or babe, you can drop him the link or whatever. Anyways, okay, so we're looking at oops, don't want to do that. Crisis intervention specialist can train to be a crisis intervention specialist on Zoom. Certified Crisis Intervention Specialist is a 3-day training event which provides the eligibility to apply to the National Anger Management Specialist. Certified Crisis Intervention Specialist training, Zoom. Costs you $800. And you can go get a job with the county. Really. There's your next fucking, wow. Instructors, let's see. Let's see who this is. Behavioral Crisis Intervention and Training. Andy Prisco. He's from Washington. National Certification Trainer. God, this guy doesn't look like he needs to be training anybody. In de-escalation. Wow. Founder of PERT and ACIT training, State of Washington, Anderson Island, Washington, United States. I am passionate about sharing vital career and life-saving. Okay, so we get what these guys are about. As founder of one of the largest full-time psychiatric emergency response teams. All right, so that's pretty much what a crisis intervention technician is. And now you see how in 3 days anybody can be a fucking crisis intervention technician. So what good were they doing for the young girl is my question. Let's go back, see if, or is this where the press conference is at? Oh man, my computer wants to take a shit. Don't ask him if he's drinking fucking Foster's. That would probably be the most annoying question in the world. All right, I guess this is where we were at right here. But this is not hooked up to my Bluetooth. Fuck, man. I have to hook it up to the Bluetooth again. It still looks like they're loading. Look at that. That doesn't look good. Damn it. says connected. Where is it? There we go. Come on. I'm just gonna X out of that. Man, if it's not one thing, it's the other on this computer, man. I swear to God. Come on, you fucking turtle. You slug. It probably doesn't help that it's exposed to all kinds of sawdust every day. But I mean, I got my fucking air compressor and I blow it off. My computer's clean. It just probably has dust up in there where, whatever. I'm just making excuses for this piece of shit. Yep, it's not loading. Okay, we'll wait. We'll wait for it. Come on. I bought a 6-pack on Friday, and I'm drinking my first one out of it today. And today was a hell of a day for myself, too. Yeah. Today was a hell of a day at work. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to try one more thing. If not, then, I don't know. My computer just tends to do this once in a while. Probably got too much stuff on it. Overloading it or something. Who knows? Come on. All right. Let's just start all over again. Oh, man. Well, it looks like I'm just going to have to leave the link to this press conference and drop the link or something because my computer's just not working right now. And I don't know how long I can fucking hold 9 people in this chat while I'm just sitting here getting stoned and watching this thing just freeze on me. Why do I have 2 of these open? That's weird. I don't think I want that one.
way that kind of a policy change or the ban was locked, how are you guys approaching that?
It's a good question. So it is the policy to keep vans locked, to keep all city vehicles should remain locked anytime.
All right, sorry, I'm gonna let it clear up for a second. Hopefully, yeah, it looks like we're back. It's almost over, guys. Like I said, I haven't seen this, so I'm not sure if he's gonna show any other things, so gotta watch it.
They're not in use or occupied. So, that is just something that we have to look at as an accountability issue on our part. We have to address that and make sure that we don't accidentally leave any vehicle unlocked at any point. So, sometimes you just have to say that was something that shouldn't have happened. It did. Our policies are such that.
Why does this guy talk like he's talking to fucking children? Is that how he talks to his fucking officers?
To say that was something that shouldn't have happened. It did. Our policies are such that should not have happened. And now we have to look at that.
So much movement with the
Make
head.
sure that we have things in place so that does not happen again.
And going further than that, so do you not have people monitoring the lot just for any vehicle just to?
No, dummy. Nobody's fucking monitoring the cameras 24/7. Come on.
No, that lot is for police
Thank you, my
personnel.
love.
There are police officers in and out of that lot 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In fact, you can see, we see officers in and out of this parking lot all day on these surveillance videos. We watch people moving through the parking lot continuously, day in and day out, throughout these, from the 25th until the 7th, as we watch video. So, there's really not a big need for
Okay, baby.
specific security because we can provide that security in our constant movement in and out of that parking lot.
So you said that the officer who discovered the body noticed the shoes next to the van. What was the her shoes and where were they located?
Yeah, so we do believe that they were her shoes, and they were literally straight under that window that I told you popped out. They were right on the ground, right beside the.
So the shoes or a smell that caused
It was the shoes. He saw the shoes. He thought that was odd to see shoes laying there. A lot of times. So this entrance here, there's an entrance in that other video. You can see that there's an entrance just below where that camera sits. That doorway is the doorway into this building that you enter a lot of times over here on the side, or sometimes exit when you come into this room. This hallway is used for a lot of officers who go to our internal city gym and to the records division, right? So we have officers who come in and out of this area just constantly. And so a lot of officers, they're familiar with what cars tend to be in the parking lot, the way that things tend to be situated, right?
So why didn't you guys catch this?
Sitting there, that officer saw it and being very observant realized that he had never seen that before, and that was out of the norm.
So when did the shoes
So
get
he
there?
went to look and investigate what was going on and discover her body in the van.
Point on the video on the window of here,
Yeah, we cannot. And so something about this is you can see this video that we've just shown you now. You can tell it is more pixelated than the video we showed you earlier that was really backed away, right? And so the problem is that the closer you get, the more pixelated it becomes, and the more small things you cannot do. You can't pick them out.
You're a piece
And so,
of shit,
we
dude.
believe that you can't see it when the video is back enough, and as you get too close to it, it pixelates out such small movements.
But you can clear the pixelations.
But you can see when those windows open that it changes the angle really, and the reflection on that window during the daylight. You can see that it's something small like shoes. We just weren't able to pick that out.
you speak about how important like the family
Well, anything like this, anytime you deal with a tragedy and the loss of a loved one, it's tough. And so, I'll say that this has been a difficult time for them. It's been a difficult time for our investigators, and so it was a tough one.
Yeah, he sure is.
Certainly, that we're here for them. We want to work through this with them. It's a tragedy.
Then I hope you have more fucking footage. And I'm like I said, I want to see the fucking cop
Our job is to do
discover.
everything we can to serve them, to serve all of our public, and we're here to work through this with them. And it's just a terribly unfortunate situation.
Give him one more question.
That vehicle, I hate to tell you the wrong answer, but that vehicle usually sits there. I believe it is an out of service vehicle.
Then why would you even answer that? He just said, I'd hate to tell you the wrong answer, but then he gives you an answer. So was that the wrong answer? You're fucking not bright, guy. You're not bright. What the fuck?
They were near misses for sure. They were absolute, and that's the struggle that we have, right? We don't know her mental state, right? But there were clearly opportunities for this to have ended differently.
So that was that. I think it would be a different press conference if we had someone like this giving that news conference. I trust this guy for some reason.
Okay.
You guys know who that is? Grady Judd. Sheriff that fucking, he's a sheriff in Polk County,
2
Florida.
months ago,
And he is a
or
straight shooter, like every fucking sheriff should be. And he keeps it real. He doesn't fuck around. Here, I'll share this. So on the Christina Nance thing, again, I wanna find out. I'm gonna try to see if I can find out if that channel Noli D ever got a chance to talk to Christina's family. Because I mean, I'm sure they have better questions than I have, but there's there's questions. I mean, like I said, why didn't we get to see when she was discovered? It's not like it was going to be a gruesome discovery. You know? Let's take a look. I think I got like 1 or 2 videos that I wanted to take a look at. Yeah, this one.
What's poppin', homies? It's your favorite homegirl, Gossip Girl, and today I want
Come on.
talk about Christina Nance. Now, I've been on this case for a few days now, and I'm telling you now, the video, the so-called video, they showed online is a video of a parking lot. You can't even see her face. You see a figure of a person walking around in the parking lot, right? But you don't see her. This didn't give the family anything. There has to be cameras somewhere else that could have gave a closer look to the van. You mean to tell me a police department doesn't have cameras on all sides of the building?
Thank you.
Or whatever's nearby?
Thank you.
Could not have given a full view? Come on. With all this technology out here, when they zoomed in, it was so blurry you cannot tell if that was Christina or not. So the family is confused, is still in confusion. The family is saying that this didn't give them anything. And I agree. It didn't give the family anything. They don't even know if that was her. Okay, so I'm going to play a video, and you're going to hear it as an audio of what the family had to say.
Like, I'm thinking y'all calling us down, you know, to show us some footage. You know, I was thinking it was going to be clear. Everything was going to be clear. You got, get what I'm saying? There was going to be some type of clear indication, you know what I'm saying, of my sister being, you know, of how she died. And there wasn't. Not any, like, at all. Like, everything was blurry. Like, I don't even know if that was my sister.
So I feel the same way. It was blurry. You saw a figure of a person walking in the parking lot, and the person looked like they were stumbling, okay? So, but you couldn't see a face. So that's not giving the family any closure or anything like that. And you can't say that was Christina Nance because we just don't know. You cannot see anything. That video didn't give us anything. Okay, it just gave us a figure of a person wandering around in the parking lot area, lying in the bushes, sitting on the hood of a cruiser, and eventually climbing into the rear doors of the van. But we don't know if that was her. Okay, we don't know. It didn't give you a clear picture. If it was clear enough to see her face and what she had on, I'm pretty sure the family would be like, okay, all right, this is what's on the video. But to me, this whole thing stinks. She's been in that van for a long time, and just so happened another police officer walked past and sees her body in there. No, something's not right. Something is not right at all. And I hope the family will stay on it.
Yep.
Because they don't seem they're going to give up. They will, they will stay on it. But I'm going to stay on it as well because I'm just not satisfied with that video. I'm not satisfied at all. And neither is the family. I just wish there was some way that I could really go live and just interview her sister and talk to her about this whole situation because I'm with them. This doesn't seem right at all. And the fact that this is not on.
All right. So, we got somebody else's perspective of it too. That was Gossip Girl BK. Again, I wanted to see if we can find Noli's channel. This person said that she was trying to get in contact with the family. So let's see if she's updated. Week ago. So no. All right. So yeah. Just waiting to see if. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to know if the family was able to get more footage because I mean, there's just no way that that's all that they gave the family, and the family is not going to be having, you know, a conniption. I mean, I know that they're not satisfied, but I mean, bro, the way that they're treating this family is not good. So, pretty cool to see a couple of Aussies in a Southern California live stream, bringing awareness to a was missing person that was found in Huntsville, Alabama. Isn't that crazy? How the world just circles like that. But yeah, did you guys just meet today? I'm looking upwards in the chat to see if there's any questions. Yes, they are all bastards, Aiken. All right, cool. So, I think I left a link to that, right? To that last channel. Hopefully they don't mind that I used a little bit of their video. Again, oh no, you're good. You guys are good. I mean, I'll go inside and chill. You know, I mean, chill out. I'll leave this thing on if you guys want to. If it's going good in here and you guys don't, you know what I mean, or you guys could just exchange emails or whatever. But I mean, I'm not trying to be Chuck Woolery or anything here either. No, that's cool. That's cool. Are you guys from the same area, or did you guys figure that out? You guys are too busy talking about music, I think. I put down an Australian rock gold. Decent. No, you guys are good. You guys are good. I know you guys were listening, and you guys are just here. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you guys being here for support. You know what I mean? You know, if you can, fucking, you know, try to share this story. Try to get people to talk about it. You know, I've been trying to call that lady, the public relations lady out there in Huntsville, and she has not answered not one of my phone calls. So you gotta, you know, I want to talk to somebody. So I'll see what I could do on my lunch break tomorrow about, I'll call the Huntsville PD again and see if they can give me somebody, you know, another contact or whatever, or give me a reason why their public service or the public relations lady isn't responding to the public. And maybe we'll have to go onto her Twitter or something and get her attention that way. Who knows? But as of right now, you know, again, I don't think the family is too happy with the Huntsville Police Department. The Huntsville Police Department will lead you to believe that everything is going good and they're doing everything they can for the family, and the family has been on their side. I don't know about that. The family is saying that they're going to pay for their own autopsy, and we'll see what that reveals. So I don't want to make any assumptions out of respect for the family and that situation. So that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching, and have a good night or day, depending on where in the fuck you're at. Peace.